Hello and welcome to Q&A with CNA. I'm Kyle Schwartz, and today my guest is Ashley Lamp. Welcome back,
Thank
Ashley.
you.
It's been a while. We were trying to decide how long it's been. It's been a couple years, I think. So why don't you refresh us a little bit about your background, where you went to high school, college, how you ended up at CNA.
Yeah, sure. So I am actually born and raised in Massillon. I graduated from Massillon High School. I got my undergraduate degree in social work from Malone University, and then went on for my master's degree at Case Western University in social work as well. How I kind of started at CNA was I applied to do a master's level internship and then also applied to do case management. So I actually started as a case manager myself.
And I think people sometimes don't recognize the importance of internships and how often they can turn into real jobs and move up from there, right?
Yeah, it's a great learning experience.
Obviously it worked for you.
It did.
And so how long have you been there now?
Almost 8 years now, and done a lot of different roles. I've done the case management, I've done prevention, AOD prevention, school-based therapy, office-based therapy, and into my current role as the case management services coordinator.
All right, so tell us what that entails. What all do you do in that role?
Okay, so in that role, I oversee the case management department. We have 11 staff right now. We'll be adding a 12th next month, so that's super exciting.
Yeah. And then what about, how does that coordinate with your other roles?
Yeah, so on top of overseeing the case management department, I also do school-based therapy. And through that role, I do a lot of screening for behavioral health needs. And a lot of times the kids just need case management and don't necessarily need therapy. So I do a lot of referrals to case management.
Okay. Do you actually go into the schools to do that, or do you do that at your office?
I do. I go into 2 different schools right now.
And that probably makes the kids more comfortable when you're coming in there rather than sending them to another office. Okay. So what does a client have to, how does a client have to be in therapy to have QHMS?
So they actually do not have to be in therapy to have QMHS, and we use the terms case management and QMHS interchangeably at our agency. So case management is kind of the department, QMHS are the people who are providing the service.
Okay. And depending on the age of the clients, go through a scenario or something.
Sure. So we have kids all the way from 3 up to roughly 22. So obviously,
a wide range.
Oh yes, yes. So our people are really good and trained versely with different populations and presenting concerns. So with a 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old, we might be helping parents manage tantrums, because sometimes our parents are like, we don't know what to do with this. It just keeps happening. So we work
with overwhelming.
Yeah, absolutely. So we work with the client specifically in teaching them coping skills, different ways they can handle the stress and the frustration so they're not having tantrums, and then also working with the parents to teach them how to manage those tantrums. So like elementary age, we get a lot of kids with anxiety, depression, so also teaching them coping skills, enhancing their peer relationships by teaching them social skills, and then as kids get older, it becomes more work specifically with the client. And that's a lot of those peer relationships, good, healthy relationship building skills, independent living skills, and getting them set up for their future and helping them to become more independent. Yes.
Yeah. They have more of their life ahead of them and how to get
right
there. Okay. How many QMHS providers do you have in the department?
So we have 11 right now, and
Yeah.
we're adding the 1, and then we also have 2 other supervisors and myself overseeing their functions.
So, like, are they divided up in offices and school districts? Do they always go back and forth?
So all of our providers are kind of tied into school districts to keep them located in the area they're serving. So for example, out here in Alliance, we have 2 full-time providers in this area and just added a 3rd this month, so that's super exciting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Was there any additional information that you wanted to share, or things going on this summer?
Really just want to stress how trained these individuals are. They are very trained in mental health competencies that are required by the state. Most of our people have bachelor's degrees plus some, and they do get ongoing training. We meet as teams regularly and
Gotta be so important.
keep their training up to date so that they are versed in
the latest
evidence-based practices.
What do you like most about your job?
So I really enjoy the school-based therapy piece that I do, but I also really enjoy overseeing staff because I get the opportunity to touch more lives in being like a mentor and kind of shaping practice of other people who are engaging with clients.
Okay. All right. Well, you can tell you enjoy what you do. And,
I do.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else you needed to add before we close the program?
I don't think so. I think we did a good summary of case management services.
Right. Okay. Well, good luck, and good luck
Thank
with
you.
your summer that changes a little bit, right?
A little
in your
bit,
role,
yeah.
But still there for everybody.
Yes, thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
Sure, Ashley. Thank you. Q&A with CNA. I'm Kyle Schwartz.